else, man. That Neto, the keeper, I don't know, mate. I don't know about him. He didn't look like he was a proper experienced player. They were saying before the game that Neto's in goal. Raya's got a slight knock, so Neto starts in goal, and he's a very experienced player. But blimey, he had two blunders early on. The second one costing us a goal. We go behind 1-0. And I was looking at that and I was thinking, I thought this keeper, 35 years old, the oldest keeper the oldest player to make his debut in over 110 years or something, they were saying, which is a stat that I really, didn't really bother me in any way, shape or form. Hello, son. How you doing? George in the chat. Didn't really, it wasn't a stat that really interested me. They come up with these weird stats, didn't they? But yeah, he first of all, there's a pass back, and he's sort of in two minds whether to run up to the ball and clear it or not. Almost gets robbed, gets out of jail there. But the second blunder, which costs us the goal, is way out of his box, well off his line. They're attacking us, and he has to backpedal, and the attacker from Girona curls a beautiful shot. I love you too, son. As my boys in the chat, curls a beautiful shot, just past him. Man, he even goes to try and save it outside his box. If he gets an hand to that, he gets sent off. We're down to 10 men yet again, and it would have probably been a lot worse for us. We probably would have conceded a few more goals. But anyway, we get a penalty, well-deserved penalty, and then Ethan Emmanuel, the new star boy, wins it for us with a brilliant cut in from that right-hand side, just like Saka. Like, he's a perfect replacement for Bukayo Saka, it looks like, and he's in his mould. He cuts in from that right-hand side onto his left foot and strikes a perfectly placed shot down in the bottom left-hand corner, drilling it in past the keeper, getting us 2-1 up, and then, we're in control from there. We control the game. They really didn't look like they was going to get back into it, but they did get a goal disallowed later on in the second half, and then Raheem Sterling, there was a bit of toing and throwing because we get a penalty, a second penalty, by the way, and Raheem Sterling takes it, and the keeper saves it. So it's it was a bit of an up and down game, but a bit of a mismatch in the team selection. It was more he had more like he had one mind on the game, like one eye on the game on Sunday for Man City. So it was a little bit of a, I don't know what we would call it. What was it called? There was a few changes. Didn't play his full strength team, even though that there's not many injuries there. They was on the bench. So we all know who the injured players are, but our first team basically was on the bench, and we refreshed the squad, rotating. The aviation kid, how you doing? George, Kelly, hi Kelly, you're watching me. That's my family's in the chat tonight. Wow. Samil Himani, your wife cheated on you. Your kids ain't yours. Oh, we've got a troll in the chat. Yeah, I love it. We got a troll in the chat telling me my wife cheated. What, with you? Did she cheat on me with you? Did she? Are you my kid's dad? Yeah, that's cool, man. Go pay for him then. Love it. Got a troll in the chat. Come on. Oh, you retracted your messages now, eh? Yeah. George is laughing. Yeah, so I thought, I went into this game a bit like thinking, also with one eye on the Man City game, thinking he's got to make some changes. He did make some changes, and, we still got through the game. But, it wasn't as easy as what it should have been. And this team hasn't scored in their previous 4 Champions League games, and we made a little bit of hard work of it. He's definitely the standout guy. He's my man in the match. I think Calafiori had a good game as well. Jorginho didn't do too bad. AFC always in the chat. How you doing? Lee, big up. Odegaard is on the milk carton, is missing again. He had a couple of little moments, didn't he? AFC, but he didn't play well either. I think we're all saving ourselves from for the Man City game. It must be. You love trolls as well. Yeah, let's have a look at these messages coming through. Armando Saloki. Hello, Baldy, over there. What's it like to have no hair? I've got hair, son. I've got hair, bro. Worry about me. Zer Sidigi. They ain't your kids. Where's all the trolls coming from tonight, man? They ain't my kids. Whose are they then? Tell me, please. So I can ring up their dad and say, come and look after your kids, man. I've had enough of them. The aviation kid, West Ham. Go on. Up the Claverton Blues, up the Hammers. Irons. I play for West Ham Academy. Oh, well done, son. Good luck to you. I hope you do well there. I promise. Fat forehead. Who's got a fat forehead? What, me? Wicked. Where's my normal people in the chat, man? I need my mods here. I need my mods to sort these some of these messages up. Zer Sigi, West Ham football team. Well, West Ham is shit, bro. They're shit. I'll be a mod. It's all right, man. I've got mods, man. I don't need. I've got mods that I know. People that I know in the chat. Thanks, aviation kid. That'd be fine. Appreciate that, bro. But I've got mods. I've got mods. They're just not in the chat at the moment. They should be coming on pretty soon because they watch the game. Thanks for the offer, though. Luxury lifestyle. I'm a big fan, but I think they are never going to win a major trophy. We will. We'll get there, man. Have some faith. We'll get there. Perhaps when we get a different manager. I think Ancelotti's his last season at Real Madrid. Let's get Ancelotti. Let's see what happens. We're stuck with Arteta for now. Let's see what happens with him and then go for Ancelotti. Go for Ancelotti in the summer. Arsenal will play AC Milan, PSV, Feyenoord or Juventus. Yeah, that's all right, man. That's all right. None of them are great teams, are they? None of them are a Barcelona or a Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich, thank God. That's all right. That'll do me, mate. Arsenal are the best team in the world. Well done, Georgie boy. Well done, my sonny boy. It's his birthday today. It's still your birthday, so you should be in bed, son. You've got to go to bed now. James Lowe in the chat. Evening, how you doing, sir? What did you think of that performance, James? We done enough, didn't we? We didn't overexert ourselves. Zac Efron from Team U. Who's that? Who are you talking about, Armando? Zac Efron from Team U. Is that what you're calling me, son? Yeah, let me see you put your face on camera and do something like this. Then you can have a pop at me, bro. When was the last time Arsenal win a trophy? 2019, they won the FA Cup. Was it 2019? I think it was 2019, yeah. AFC always. Lee, what do you think of my profile picture? I think it's wicked. I can't really see it, AFC. I can't, because it's too small on this screen. I can't see it. You joking around, mate. Man, you can have a joke, Armando. I could take a banter. I've got thicker skin than that, bro. Professional job, like you're saying. Yeah, if you noticed. Yeah, I shaved off the beard. Shaved off the beard, man. All clean. Look about 10 years younger. Arsenal is wicked. I know, Jules, man. They're our team, ain't they, son? Hola, amigo. Oh, man, I can't read Spanish. I can't read Spanish, sir. I know that means hello, man, or hello, sir. Hola, amigo. But I can't read the rest of it, bruv. Sorry, man. Arsenal is wicked. George has put a heart face. Yes, George. My son in the chat. It's a picture of Odegaard from a milk carton. Oh, is it? Because it goes missing. I'll check it out after, man. Put a comment on one of my other videos so that I can click on your profile picture. I can't click on it when I'm doing a stream like this, man. I can't click on it properly. But yeah, listen, we're going forward to the Man City game. I think that's why we just kept it controlled. We kept it, didn't overexert ourselves. And I think, we just had one eye on that game, man. One eye on that game. I think Ethan Nwaneri had a blinder. What a player. What a generational talent. Now they talk about Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, Bukayo Saka. This kid, Ethan Nwaneri, mate, he's up there with them. He's only 17. He's a baller already. He's got the world at his feet, that kid. I hope he stays with us. We've got to sign him up. Ireland just signed like a 10-year contract with Man City. We've got to think about doing that with him, giving him a pay rise every year or something like that, or something in the contract where we have a look at it and renew the pay rise every year, because we've got to keep him. We cannot afford to let that player leave this club, not at all, man. Arsenal is the best team in the Premier League, Dad. Yeah. We wish, son. We wish. Luxury lifestyle. We need a striker. This is going to make us win a trophy. Listen, we're putting a bid for Ollie Watkins. I've heard a rumour about that. Apparently 60 million. They've rejected it. But we're in negotiations. We're talking about Ollie Watkins at the minute. I'd love him to come to this club. I know he's 29. But, you know, his experience, he can finish, you know, he can score goals, man. And he plays centrally. That's what we want, a central player. We need that. We need a central player. Number 9, a proper finisher. AFC always. Lead Barcelona have scored 10 goals more than Liverpool in the Champions League. Barca are cooking. Yeah, that Yamal, is it? Lamine Yamal? What a player he is, mate. Proper player. Armando Saloki, yeah. Soki, have I said your name right? That Yamal, your winger. He's a brilliant player, boy. Brilliant. And when, yeah, we star boy, this kid is technically better than Saka. Do you think he's better? He's probably better than what Saka was at 17. But I'm not sure he's there yet. He needs just a bit more. I think he can go surpass Saka. Probably could. But he needs a bit more experience, doesn't he? But he's got a cool head, which surprises me. He's not like, he don't seem to have any kind of ego or anything like that. He seems to be, he seems to have his head on his shoulders. His head screwed on properly, mate. And, he's got the world at his feet, AFC always. Fabregas. Wish there was more women doing these podcasts. Why? Why do you want more? Go on I'm sure there's some sites you can go on to get women. Why do you want women doing this? This is a football channel, mate. There's probably are. You can search them. There is women that do these sort of things as well. These streams, these match reactions. There's women out there. I can't think of any. I don't watch the women channels. I don't even like the women that commentate. They get on my nerves. That might be a bit harsh, man. But no, there is women, mate. But hopefully, you might be a woman yourself and you rather listen to women talking. I don't know why you're saying that. Or you might be a bit strange and thinking, who likes looking at women, like in a weird way. I don't know. Why would you say a comment like that? It's just, I don't understand. Arsenal have embarrassed themselves by putting an offer for Watkins. Why didn't we do this 3 weeks ago? Do you know why? Let me tell you why. They was probably trying to hang out for a little bit to test the resolve of Villa. But Al Hayedi, what's that club in Saudi Arabia? Al Hayedi or something. I think they're putting in they've got some sort of agreement with John Duran. So there's something going on with John Duran. So Arsenal have had to act now. They've had to act now because they were probably going to wait until the last day or something. This is what I'm thinking. But because that offer's coming from Saudi Arabia, they've obviously gone, oh, shit, we better fucking make a move now in case they sell Duran. Because if they sell John Duran, they're not going to sell Watkins as well, are they? Fabregas, I love you, bro. Good night. All right, good night, sir. Or Miss Fabregas. Good night. How you doing, John Ronan? Happy with the result? Yeah, I'm happy with the result, but I wanted a bit more. I think the club like Girona, I don't know where they ended up finishing, but they haven't scored for the last 4 games. They lost the last 4 without scoring as well in that Champions League. So I was a bit disappointed that we conceded that goal. That was Neto's fault, though. It was the goalkeeper's fault, making that change to the goalkeeper. I'm not blaming the defenders. He was well off his line, well out of his box. And if he'd have got an hand to, because he tried to save it, he was well outside his box. Supposed to be an experienced goalkeeper. If he'd have touched that, he'd have been sent off. Then we would have been fucked. We would have lost the game probably. Villa want 85 for Watkins. That's Gyökeres buyout clause. Absolutely. If you had the choice, then you'd rather go with Gyökeres, a little bit younger, got more goals, although being in Portugal. Still, you know what I mean? He's got a bit more of a future about him, and worth the investment a little bit more. I don't think I would stretch to that much, even though I did say that. I mean, I don't care how much they spend. Just it ain't my money. Just fucking buy the player. Do you know what I mean? Just buy the player. But I mean, when you look at it like that, if they want that much for him, 85 million, because they're gonna do that. They're going to do that, ain't they? They're going to put the premium out there because he's an English player. They've got a premium anyway because he's an English player. And because it's January. Bye, Jules. Good night, son. Sterling's useless, mate. He was crap. He was running around like an headless chicken. He made a few little darting runs. He had the ball, a few little dribbles and that. But he is fucked. He's finished, mate. He's finished, isn't he? Duran will be having it. Duran will be having his medical tomorrow and will sign 5.5-year deal contract and will be playing with Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you reckon he's going to sign it? This is why we've acted now. Hopefully it'll put him off. But it might be just a smoke screen just to tell the fans that look, they tried to sign a player. I don't trust the ball. I don't trust the process. I don't trust it. So I think it could be a smoke screen. It could be a smoke screen. Just to say, oh, look, we did like they done with, what was his name? Douglas Luiz. It's Douglas Luiz, Villa. Was it him when we put in a bid for him? And then, like, right late in the window, 1 year, and then ups it, put an extra, like, 2 million or something stupid on top of it. CR7, yeah, George. This is the player, Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah. This AFC saying that John Duran from Aston Villa could be going to Saudi to play with him. But he's finished now, anyway, really, isn't he? He's coming to the end of his career. He's got to be like 39, isn't he? 38, something like that. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's coming to the end of his career as well. But playing out there in Saudi Arabia, I mean, it can't be nowhere near as fast as the Premier League. I've never watched any of them play, even though there's some stars out there. I've never watched any of the Saudi League. I've never watched it. I don't really fancy it, to be honest. It's probably like, boring. Like the Champions League is boring. Like like watching this, like last week's game against Dynamo Zagreb. It was like watching like an international game, like the England games. When you watch the friendlies and that, it was just like that, just dull and boring and crap. Don't watch it. You can't beat the Premier League, mate. You can't beat it. Honestly, it's the best league in the world. Best league in the world. And even though Arsenal are boring at the minute, they're playing, there's other teams in there. I think Liverpool are brilliant. Liverpool are a brilliant team to watch. Bournemouth are a good team to watch at the minute. Brentford. There's teams in there like that you think, look, what are they? Who are they? You know what I mean? Why are they in the Premier League? But, they're fucking good teams now. They're good teams. The Premier League is come on leaps and bounds. It is brilliant league. We could get PSV event. Yeah, I know. I've heard that because AFC always just let me know that, John. I'm not worried about any of them. I'm not worried about any of them. Not even Juventus, mate. I think they're shit at the minute. Someone's asking me did I get cheated on? No, sir. No, sir. This is funny, man. It's funny having some trolls in the chat. I ain't got my normal people. My normal people ain't in here to keep a lid on you, Ramondo. So you can just put in what you like at the minute. Looking forward to Bournemouth Liverpool weekend. That'd be a good game, John, wouldn't it? He's on fire, isn't he? Justin Kluivert, Patrick Kluivert's son. He's on fire. Semenyo. They've got some good players at Bournemouth, and they're good at home. They're good at home. You never know what might happen. Liverpool, we need them to slip up, but we've got City. I know we're at home at the Emirates against City on Sunday. What do you mean bend down and spell run? What's that supposed to mean? Amondo. See, don't get personal, son. What are you trying to say? Think Sunday Arsenal will give City a game. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully, we rested some players tonight, didn't we? We didn't overexert ourselves. Let's just do some player ratings, shall we? Neto in goal, he gets a 1, just for turning up. Thomas Partey at right back wins the penalty, doesn't do much more, goes off at half time. I don't know if he's got another knock while they were saving him. 6. Gabriel, 7, 7.5, 7.5. Kiwior didn't really have much to do, really. 6. Left back Calafiori, I thought he had a decent game. He was inverting a lot. He was going into midfield a lot, so he gets a 7.5 for me. Midfield, Jorginho. I think he had a good game. He had one of his best games I've seen him play for a little while. 7.5. Marino, just a 7. Odegaard, 6. Nwaneri, star boy, gets a 9. Trossard, didn't do much. 6.5. Sterling, 6. That's it. That's the player ratings. That's the level we was playing at, really. We didn't really have to do much. We controlled most of the game. They had a few little counter-attacks, didn't they? But other than that, they didn't really threaten us badly, apart from the goal and the offside equaliser, which was minute as it happened. That was a minute equaliser, wasn't it? The offside was just like a fag paper. Thank God for that, really, because that would have been embarrassing. Because conceding 2 against Girona, who haven't scored a goal in the last 4 games in the Champions League, and lost all 4 of them by 0, whatever the score were. Sterling is he's terrible, John. Sterling is fucking terrible. I mean, just leave him as a desperado move, as like absolute last resort. He's, just someone just to stick on, just to make the numbers up. That's all he can do. Rory Vives, movements. How you doing? Back in the chat. Mourinho isn't good enough. No, Mourinho or Sterling, not good enough. No, not on the levels. They say give them time to bed in. There's been players in history that have needed time to bed in. Henry did, Bergkamp did a little bit, and they've turned out being 2 of our best ever players. But I don't know, man. I can't see nothing. At least with Bergkamp and Henry, you could see something. You could notice there was something that you could tell they just needed that time. I don't think Mourinho does anything. I don't think he does anything. Poor summer window. Absolutely. What a terrible window. Calafiori, Sterling and Marino brought in. Out was Reece Nelson on loan. Emil Smith-Rowe to Fulham. Eddie Nketiah left as well. Suarez left. El Neni left. Who else was it? I can't think who else. I think there's another player. I can't think of another. Yeah, listen, Ramondo. What do you mean, Daddy? What are you saying there? We got someone in the chat here having a laugh. Could you imagine? See the emergence of Nwaneri and Miles Lewis-Skelly, who had his 3-match ban overturned. Thank God. Thank God he had that 3-match ban overturned, because it wasn't deserved. And what's going to happen with Michael Oliver? Nketiah to Palace, that's the one, John. What's going to happen to Michael Oliver? Is he going to get any kind of reprimand for the mistake? He should be demoted to the Championship for 3 games or something, because he nearly cost Miles Lewis-Skelly 3 games. So there should be some sort of punishment. Calafiori is decent. He will be a good player. He played well today. The best I've seen him play, Rory. The best I've seen him play, mate. But as I was saying, can you imagine if we still had Emil Smith-Rowe there as the attacking midfield, and that Miles Lewis-Skelly. I know he's been playing left back, but he's more of a midfielder. He's more of a 6, isn't he? He's more of a defensive midfielder. Can you imagine having them 2 young kids in? I know Smith-Rowe's a little bit older, but can you imagine having that, though? Saying the to like build a team around, like them youngsters like that, and having experience as well in there, and then you just. I think it was the biggest mistake of the window was selling Emil Smith Rowe. It was a terrible mistake. He should be banned from refereeing Arsenal games, Oliver. Absolutely, I believe that because his record against. Do you know he sent 8 Arsenal players off in 55 games, the most out of any other team. I think the next best is. I can't remember the team, but it's 5. He's officiated roughly the same amount of games as Man City. Around 54, 53, something like that. Not sent one player off. Not sent one player off for Man City. Ward Prowse is better than Marino. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. So is Morgan Gibbs-White. Morgan Gibbs-White from Forest. Look how good he is. He's a much better player than Marino. Should make a move for him, mate. Should make a move for him. Try and offload that player. Try and offload Mikel Merino. Don't rate him at all. Don't rate him one bit. And, I think Calafiore is starting to get into the game. He had a goal disallowed for offside, didn't he? But, I mean, he finished it. He finished it the same way as he scored the weekend. Who did we play the weekend? I can't fucking remember. It's gone right out of my head. My brain keeps going. Who did we play? We won 1-0, didn't we? Who did we play in the chat? Who did we play? Probably we sacked all our scouts. Yeah, we did. We did sack all our scouts. Wolves, that's it. Wolves. We played Wolves. Yeah, we beat them 1-0. Calafiore scored the goal, didn't he? That's when Skelly got sent off by Michael Oliver, which was unjustified. I mean, if he don't get sent off, I think we win that game by more than 1 goal. But, I mean, that was the same finish, weren't it, today? That although it was offside today, that little left foot finish to the far right corner. You heard the net rattle. I mean, controlled, wasn't blasted or anything like that, directed and placed in that corner. So what was it? Let me see. Let me see if I can see any scores coming up. Aston Villa beat Celtic 4-2 in the end. Man City won 3-1. They was losing. PSV beat Liverpool 3-2. But Liverpool still finished top, I think. I think they still finished top, didn't they? Anyway, yeah, so PSV. Didn't we play PSV? No, it was PSG, wasn't it? Did we play PSV as well? All they do is look on data. Yeah, they don't go and watch the games no more like they used to back in the day. Back in the day, they go and watch the game. Yeah, they look all the statistics, didn't they? All the XGs and all that crap. They might as well play FIFA 25, didn't they? FIFA on the computer or on the PlayStation. They might as well play that. Glenn Carragher, Simon Rogers. Yeah, that's another good midfielder, Glenn. Good Morgan Rogers from Villa, yeah. It's another good, solid midfielder. I think he scored 2 goals for Villa today. I think he got 2. He does bang them in as well. He's a tough nut as well, isn't he? He looks like he looks like an hard geezer, doesn't he? He looks like like a Vinnie Jones type, like you bite your nose off. PSV Lee. All the games are on BBC now. Are they? Oh, we got PSV. Has they done the draw? I ain't even seen the draw. I've still got the TNT on. I can't see the draw. When I was scouting for a pro club, you had 10 games so you could see absolutely. Rory, was you big yourself up, bro? Was you a scout? Yeah. Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. What a career. What a job that is. Ain't you a scout no more? I'd love to do that kind of job. Anthony Herbert in the chat. I've got one of my mods in the chat now, so wherever that little troll is, you better be careful now, bro. I've got one of my mods in the chat. Where's your beard? You look like a you you look like a twat, do I? Oh, thanks, Anthony. Mug, I look 10 years younger. That's what my beard makes me look older. All grey hairs in it and all that stuff. I thought, let's get rid of it. I have them. I have them days. I'll probably grow it back. I probably won't have another shave now for a month and grow it back. A few Midland clubs, yeah, Rory. Oh, what a job, man! Listen, if you can get into that job, if you can be a scout for any club, I'd love that job. I've just got back into the football, man. I've just got back into the kids, training the kids for Poplar Boys Club. My mate's the manager. I'm helping him coach. I used to coach Simrab in Poplar as well. In Bartlett Park, kids team with my cousin. I loved it. I loved it, but I mean, I haven't done it for a long time, and I've just started to help my mate again. So I'm getting back into it, but I'd love to do that job. What a dream job that'd be. A scat. Fucking hell. Go just watching football and looking at the players. I would, oh my God, dream job for me. Dream job. Not the pressure of a manager. You know, like these top managers, the pressure. Look what happened to like Kevin Keegan. He went to Newcastle and he was grey within about 6 months before he had the grey hair, weren't he? Pressure on managers is like immense sometimes. But scouts, mate, they go, give me a shout after the show, bro. Give you a shout after the show. How do I give you a shout? I don't know how to, mate. Don't know how to give you a shout, bro. Bloody hell, if Lee was a scout for Arsenal, we'd be signing League One players. Don't be so stupid, Anthony. Don't be so stupid. I love football, mate. And if you spot a talent, and you say, look, there's a, you know, I've spotted someone, and you can just try and get him into a club. And if you success and he succeeds, what a buzz! What a buzz that must be, Rory. If you ever done that, if you ever said, look, he's a player, yeah, he's got something about him. And he signs for a pro club and he does well. That must be such a buzz. Must be. Bloody hell. Oh, no, I've already read that one. Why did it move? It looked like it moved up. Oh. Anthony, check out these. There's someone in this chat. I think he might have bowed out now, but there's someone in there that was starting to get a bit saucy. So I'll let you know if you're still there, if he comes back. And I'm getting my eyes are getting a bit blurry again. Oh yeah, don't forget tomorrow's show, people. The final score, the podcast tomorrow, 7:30 on this channel. We've got Luca Talks Ball. If you know who he is, he's coming on the show tomorrow. Luca Talks Ball. Oh, why is it reflecting in my glasses? Luca Talks Ball, yeah. He's going to be in the chat. He's going to be on the panel. So we're going to talk about all the events that's happened over the last week, like the transfer dealings. Ollie Watkins. What do you think of Ollie Watkins? Arsenal fans in the chat. Ollie Watkins, possibly. I can't see it happening. They're putting the bid for him. Apparently, rejected 60 million bid. They're going in the negotiations. They're going in for negotiations to put in a bigger bid. I can't see it. I don't know. But we definitely need that 9, don't we? We definitely need everyone. We need that number 9. So we can get some, have a different dimension to our attack. You know, I know hopefully when we can stay fit because he's making a difference at the minute on that right-hand side. I thought he was fantastic. Can you imagine spotting a player like that, Rory? Can you imagine spotting a talent like say you went to like the academy and you watch them train and you watch a couple of their games and you spot a talent like Wanyeri. Can you imagine that? And then you see him. He debuted at 15 a couple of years ago, didn't he? He made a debut, so they knew he was going to be warm. I want Watkins. He's 29 now, so 60 million is enough. Yeah. Listen, I said in the WhatsApp group, didn't I, about I don't care how much, just get him. I don't care how much the money is. But when you think about it logically, and you've got Gyökeres buyout clause for 85 million, as AFC said, you know, it's when you weigh it up a little bit, you think, yeah, mate, not 85 for for Watkins. Just invoke the clause for maybe Gyökeres. I know Watkins though is Premier League ready, so you got to think about that as well. He's still got like 4 years of him. Would he have any returns on that money? Do you reckon he'd get you enough goals, or win you enough titles, win you enough cups, win you enough competitions, get you far enough in Champions Leagues to pay back that sort of price tag? Hopefully, yeah, I'd like to think he would do over the 4 years. I think he put in a transfer request. Oh, he will. I thought you said he had. You're talking about Watkins, Rory. John would love it. Would love him. Villa have up their price to 75 to 8 million. Yeah. Oh my God, you would be made for life. You would be, I reckon. But brilliant, wouldn't it? It's just spot a little gem. Just one. Just one youngster. You spot him and he goes and he does the bollocks. I'll be buzzing for the rest of my life. I'm telling you. I say I fucking scouted that. I scouted him. It was me. I told City or whoever, Real Madrid. It don't matter who, does it? Rory Vibes movement, 70 mil we will pay and split payments that will Arsenal will pay. 70 mil we will pay and split payments that what Arsenal will do. Yeah, like over the say we sign him on a 4-year contract with if it's 70 mil, you know, you divide 70 by 4, wouldn't you? What's that like? 18 something like that, 17 million. I don't know. What is it? 15. 17, yeah, 16.5, 17, something like that. Almondo is he ain't said anything for no, not Almondo, no. What was his name? He's not been in there for a It's all right, man. Just leave him for now. He just got a little bit cheeky, but he's all right now. He's not been in the chat. Yeah, Almondo, that was him. Yeah, but yeah, that's all right. Leave him for now. If he says anything, if he gets a bit. He's right. He was bantering at first, but then he gets a bit saucy. You know what I mean? If he comes back in the chat and gets a bit saucy, then just fucking put him in time out or something. We will get him, but need a towel also. A towel? What's a towel? What's a towel, bro? TAL. Oh, I don't know what that is. That's an abbreviation, so I can't think what you mean by that, mate. Sweet Anthony. Yeah, but I mean, Fabrizio Romano. Oh, I know you mean. Yeah, sorry, I know you mean. They're the player. Yeah. Is that Ismaila Towel? Is it Ismaila? Is that him? So if we don't get Watkins, who do we get? False. Yeah. So all right. Let's put it to the chat. Let's put it to the chat. If we don't get Watkins, who do we get? Put your players, put your strikers, put your number 9s in the chat. Who do we get if we don't get Watkins? I think it's a fantastic move for Watkins. Anthony, me and you have been saying it on our podcast for how long we've been doing the podcast? About 8 months, wasn't it? Osherman. You think Osherman? Yeah, Osherman. Yeah, great player. He'll be cheaper than Gyökeres. I think Napoli says around, was it 55 million Napoli has said? I heard. I mean, you hear all different stories all the time, don't you? And, you know, you can't always believe it. Right, and that's it. We're fucked. Because Fabrizio Romano has just said Victor Boniface to El Haidi is off, and the rumours about John Duran's on. So we're not getting Watkins. If John Duran goes to Al Haidi, then that deal will definitely be off. Victor Boniface to Al Haidi is off because they was after him. Now they're looking to John Duran. So do you know what? We'll end up with fuck me, what's his name? We mentioned him the other day. I keep forgetting the names of these players. We have to the 3rd of February lead to get a striker. I can't see it. We were after Boniface. Yeah, that was ages. That was in the summer, wasn't it? We was linked to him. That player from Atalanta is a good player. It's a player from Atalanta. Did we draw with Atalanta? What was his name? We drew with Atlanta in the Champions. Was it a 0-0 draw? I think it was a 0-0 draw, you know. We played them the first game. Was it the first game we played them? I think it was. I can't think of you, me, Rory, either, man. But there was a player we was linked to as well. He's got 6 months left on his contract. What club is it? We were talking about Anthony. We were talking about him the other day. Oh, man. I need to write some of these down. Yep, Bray done a double save. Oh, Scramacker. Is that who you're talking about, Rory? Scramacker. He played for West Ham. Yeah, he's already played for West Ham. I didn't rate him at West Ham, though, did you? I didn't think he was that great. He might be doing all right in the Atlanta. But it's a different league, isn't it? Jonathan David, that's the player. That's the player. Is that the one with 6 months left on his contract, Rory? Because we were talking about him the other day. Has he got 6 months left? I think he's a free in the summer, you know. I'm not 100 on that, but I'm sure. It was him. Anthony, was it Jonathan David we was talking about? Yeah, it was him. We was actually talking about him on the last podcast, last week's show, Rory. On last Thursday, we actually mentioned him because he had 6 months left on his contract. I thought, yeah, there's a player there. Yeah, that's him. That's it. Canadian. Yeah, that's it. I mean, you know, we could end up with him. You know, we might be waiting. And might just, you know what? Just go and try and sign him as a last minute choice, maybe. But I'd take him, mate. I'd take him over Havertz at the moment. I would. It'd be a different dynamic, wouldn't it? It gives us something different up front. And that's what we desperately need. We are desperate for a proper striker, a proper 9. Matteo Retegui. This player. I've not heard of him, Rory. Sorry. No, I've not heard of him. Who's he play for? Oh, that's the Atlanta player you're talking about. I'm getting confused now. Or that player that plays for PSG we was after. PSG. Not Mawani. Is that Mawani? Was it? No, that's a player we was after. Is he a striker? Didn't he go to? No, Mawani was the player that went to Paris Saint-Germain, I think. You hear so many links and so many rumours. I mean, you can't remember every club or every player. You know what I mean? It starts getting a bit confusing. It starts getting a bit. Who's the player from PSG? Do you believe that Robbie and Lee Judges say? Do you believe what Robbie and Lee Judges say on the Arsenal channel with transfers every day? So, listen. It's mainly that Robbie in it. He just all he does is he gives his reports on, you know, because he's been doing this a long time and he's in the he's about football all the time. Like he knows. I'm not saying he's an insider or anything, but he just hears the links. He just hears the rumours and he scares the internet as well and looks for like other media resources, like media sources that link stories and just. It's mainly the agents, I think, releasing the stories just to try and drum up interest for their players. So the media get onto it, and then he's got his ear to the ground a little bit, that Robbie, isn't he? And so he hears them, and then he just reports on what he's heard and what he thinks. He can't get it. They've just signed that Mouani, I think, PSG. Anthony. It was another decent player, apparently. I ain't really seen a lot of him. And that Mamouche, that Omar Mamouche that's just gone to City as well. Where was he playing? Was it Frankfurt? Eintracht Frankfurt? I never saw a lot of him, so obviously we don't know what all the fuss is about most of the time. That's what I mean. We're not like proper. We don't know every player in the book of that, do we? So all we do is go for what we know. That's why I'd like what Rory was saying, that he was a scout. Like if you're a scout, like you're in the know a little bit more, aren't you? You go and watch football. You go around all the grounds. You talk to Kolo Muani at Juventus. He scored for them. Okay. Is he the player that's gone to? Has he gone to PSG? Is he the player that's gone to PSG, Rory? Yeah, yeah, he looked good, didn't he? I saw him play the weekend. He nearly scored, or did he score and it get disallowed, or something like that in his first game? Oh, he was. Oh, he went to Juventus. That's why they're trying to get rid of Vlahovic. Is that why they're trying to get rid of Vlahovic? That could be that. Yeah, that's probably it then. Yeah, I know. See, so much stuff ever signed for Juve. Yeah, so that's why they want to sell Vlahovic, and they're trying to give him to us. I don't want Vlahovic. I don't want Vlahovic. He's more. Yes, yes, that's the one. That's the one. It gets confusing sometimes, Rory, because you read so much, it just like frazzles your brain sometimes. You know what I mean? He can't get a game. Who, Vlahovic or Muani? I'm trying to think. There ain't many other. I mean, we've been linked to so many players, and a lot of the players, even though we need a number 9, a lot of them have been like, you know, like the Kuna and Nico Williams, but they're wingers, aren't they? We don't want a winger. Vlahovic, yeah, he can't get a game. Yeah, he wants out as well, doesn't he? He wants out, but we don't want him. We don't want him at Arsenal. Are you an Arsenal fan, Rory? I think you are. You must be. You've been in the chat. You've been in an Arsenal fans chat for a little while. You might be. I don't want to just assume you are. That's why I'm asking. Martinez from Inter. Yeah, what a player. He's a striker. Yeah, Laturo. Was that Laturo Martinez? I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, he plays for Italy. Yes, defo Arsenal. Wicked. Yeah, he's a good striker, yeah. Laturo Martinez, yeah. Good player, man. So, we're dreaming though, aren't we? We're just fucking dreaming about this. Are we even going to get anybody? I bet we get Sesko. Well, I've heard again about Benjamin Sesko. I think they lost tonight, Leipzig, didn't they? I think they lost tonight in their game. I don't know where they are. Where are they in the Champions League? Because if they've, I don't think we're going to get anyone that's going to be thinking about it. I don't think we're going to get anyone that's going to be still in the Champions League. Yes, absolutely, Rory. Watkins is the one. He can make an impact as he knows the league. Yeah, he scored against us, didn't he? He scored against us. He's got 10 goals in 20 games so far. How many assists though, Anthony? If you're talking about Watkins, I think he's got around 12 assists as well, 15 assists, something like that. So, you know, that's 25 goal involvements, like goals and assists together. Check his assists out. I'm sure he's got around 12, 15, something like that. So, I mean, that's 1 in 2 games as well. Not Sesko, but Watkins. Watkins, I was talking about there, Anthony. Sorry, bro. You was talking about. So you're talking about Sesko with 10 goals in 20 games. Yeah, that's 1 in 2. That's still 1 in 2, isn't it? What, 12 goals? And how many assists? I bet he's got 15 assists. Or 14 assists, something like that. Watkins. So 12. Is it? Do you mean if you're saying 12 goals? You just put 12 Watkins. I'm sure he's set up a load of goals as well, man. He's a player. He's a player as well, man. Watkins' movement is class. He will make space for our wide players. Absolutely, pull the defenders away. Jesus does it, but he keeps running wide. Lee, speak tomorrow, bro. Going to say good night, mate. Night, John. Thanks for coming in the chat, mate. Yeah. Yeah, 10 goals, 12 assists. How bad is that? What? How many games he played? But that's Watkins, 10 goals, 12 assists. It's brilliant. So that's 22 goal involvements in as many games in the league, yeah? We'll be able to stretch teams. Absolutely, mate. And look at the emergence of Wanyeri as well on that right-hand side. I mean, the way he played tonight and the way I've seen him play in the last few games is like perfect, like what we was missing from Saka. It's just exactly the same, basically, isn't it? Cutting in from the right hand side onto his left foot, bang, goal. Or the crosses he was putting in as well. He was crossing with his right foot, so it's like he's got 2 feet. He was crossing in me better than Saka does. Saka's got predominantly left-footed, like he's more. I know, like everyone's got a dominant foot, or most players have. A lot of players ain't great with their other foot, but and Wanyeri seems to like be all like decent on his right foot as well, like brilliant on his left, decent on his right. If we had Watkins last 2 seasons, we would have won the league. Yeah, it's all talking in hindsight, innit? Eh? Shoulda, woulda, coulda, bro. If we would have replaced Aubameyang correctly, we would have probably won the league the last 2 years. If we'd have brought in a player that, you know, a proper striker like Aubameyang. If he hadn't played Aubameyang on the left wing or left wing back sometimes, you know, and to make room for Lacazette, I think we might have even won a title right when we finished the last season. What was the last season? Finished, was it 5th, just about. We missed out to Spurs, weren't it? Was that the season that he left? Aubameyang, I think it was, you know. Watkins has his personal finishing coach, has he? Well, I didn't know that. Are they allowed to have like one-on-ones with separate coaches? Maybe, I don't know. I was watching the game and on the show with... was you on the Good, the Bad and the Ugly, that one, Anthony? Was you on that show? Anyone in the chat that's got a channel? Have you got a channel, Rory? I can shout your channel out if you want. You can stick a link to it in the chat if you want, bro. What's your channel, Rory? Rory Vibes Moments. There's a guy in the chat who's being very interactive and really appreciate that. He's got a channel. Just about to find out what his channel is. He's an Arsenal fan. Oh, you haven't got a channel? Oh, I thought you said you did have. You haven't got a channel yet, bro? Oh, all right. Are you thinking about starting one up? If you do football channel, especially because you used to be a scout as well, you'll probably have loads of good stories to tell, man. You probably have loads of good stories to tell. That'd be brilliant. My channel is We Don't Want Flip-Flops. It calls me a flip-flop because I can't make my mind up about Arteta, in or out. You know that's a new buzzword, isn't it, for people that change their mind? They're called flip-flops all of a sudden for whatever reason. They're called flip-flops. You know, do one, Rory. Listen, mate, do one. It's never too late, bro. It's never too late. So if you want to talk football, you can always reach out. I'm on Instagram as well. You can always come on my channel. But as you're promoting your own, you know what I mean? Come on there and have your chat. If you're over 18, you must be. You should be a scout. There is a lot of kids sometimes that come in the chat. And I don't want no young uns on there. Really. underage, like, when you get the youngsters 18 and younger than 18 or 19 or whatever, sometimes they're a bit too street. I don't know. I don't know what the word is, but as long as they're sensible and you're an adult, then you can come on the channel. As you say, you've probably got loads of stories, especially if we're watching players, scouting players and that. That's dream. Oh, you're old enough, bro. Excuse the cough. You're old enough. Yeah, start a channel then, man. Listen, if you want to start a channel, you can always reach out. There's a few of us. We can help you. Come into the podcast tomorrow if you want. We're doing a podcast tomorrow, 7:30 on this channel. Come in the chat. I might even have a call in where I'll put a link in the chat and you can come on the show and have a bit of say and say what you want, like for a few minutes, and then you can go away. And then if you get, if you come on there and you can get a few times, and it might help you get used to talking on camera with your face on camera, if you know what I mean. If that's what you're worried about. Me too, bro. I was born 76. 76. It's good to have some people in there. It's up to you, mate. If you want to pop, you can come. Look out for the show tomorrow. Come in the chat, and if you feel like you want to come on the screen and show your face and talk about, you got some points, you got something you want to say, come on, answer some questions, whatever. 76 as well, yeah. So I'm 49 this year, yeah. You're the same age as me. 49 April. Yeah, getting on though. But the beard makes me look a little bit young. I used to have a big beard like up until yesterday. I shaved it all off. So, yeah, it makes me look a little bit younger, I suppose. So, let's have some score predictions in the chat. Let's have some score predictions for the Man City game the weekend. You're March. So you're a little bit older than me. I've just seen something just come through. I think someone was winding me up, the troll, because I just see it just flashed down. But another. Oh, you was Fabregas. No, I wasn't talking. Someone just messaged me. Someone was coming in the chat that I know that it was Fabregas. No, there was some. See you. I wrote. Yeah, you wrote something in Spanish. Yeah, you did. I'm reading WhatsApps at the same time. Sorry, guys. We got me, Lee, Luca. Oh yeah, we've got Luca Talks Ball as well. I don't know if you know who he is. Luca Talks Ball. He's coming on tomorrow as well. He's going to be on the panel. So I might do a call-in as well. So just go in the chat. If you want to come on, let me know. I'll put a link in the chat and you can come on and have your say. We might have another one. Anthony might have sorted out another special guest tomorrow. A neutral fan. Okay. That's good. Killian saying 2-2. So that's for the Arsenal Man City on Sunday. Anthony, put your score predictions in. Rory. Killian Brady saying 2-2. Yeah. 2-2. I've got a sneaky feeling about it, mate. 1-1, so another draw. Anthony's saying 1-1, Killian 2-2. Is AFC still in the chat? If you're still in there, AFC, put it in there. I'm going 2-1 Arsenal. I'm going 2-1 Arsenal, same score as tonight. We're at home. We're gonna wanna get that fucking Erling Haaland. We're gonna wanna make him say to him, you stay humble. We're gonna wanna get to him, aren't we? We need some revenge. I think the players are going to be well up for that game. I think they're going to be well up for that. And I really do. I think we rested some players tonight. We didn't get out of third gear, really. We started off a bit bright, but I didn't think we really got out of third gear. We didn't have to. Couple of little counter attacks, not too worrying. It wouldn't have mattered if we drew that game tonight. Really, we would have been in the same position, third place. I believe. Or even we would have got in the top 8 anyway, and still we've got a 10-day break after the second leg of the League Cup. So I mean, if we can overturn that deficit against Newcastle, if we can overturn that deficit against Newcastle and then go away to Dubai for 10 days, that'd be fucking lovely. Come back refreshed. Remember last year? City new defender Kusanov looks a bit mid. Believe they will concede. Listen, I watched him. What was it? What was the game? Who did they play? Yeah, you're making all them noises. You're snotting up or something like. Yeah, he looks a bit suspect, doesn't he? He looks a bit suspect, man. He was a bit. Who did they play? Who did they play the weekend? Who did they play? And he fucking made a big mistake, didn't he? His first game, his debut, made a fucking terrible mistake. Who did they play? Can't think. Brentford, was it Brentford? You're saying 2-0 Arsenal, Rory, yeah? I'm going 2-1. I think they might score. I think Ireland might get a goal, but I'm going 2-1. Or Mamoose, probably. He'll probably score against us, won't he? Yeah, I'm going 2-1. Question Lee, are you doing a watch-along for the City game? No, I can't. I've tried them watch-alongs. I'll do an instant match reaction like I've done tonight. But I can't. I've tried them watch-alongs and I don't get enough people in the chat to do them watch-alongs yet. Maybe when my channel's a little bit bigger, I might do it then. I might revisit. But I'll just do a live match reaction to it, Anthony. Because the watch-alongs, they're a bit difficult. And I don't really... When you watch them, you can't hear the commentators, you can't hear the sounds. It's a bit... When you've got no one in the chat and you're talking to yourself, sometimes it can be a bit mind-numbing. What do you think about Michael Oliver? He's a self-admitted Liverpool fan, for fuck's sake. Michael Oliver's a disgrace. Listen, I'm not going to condone. I've heard about all these threats that he's had against him again, threats against his family. I think that's disgusting, man. I went a bit mad on a show about it when there was Arsenal fans, apparently not Arsenal fans, having to go at Havertz and about murdering his wife and his pregnant wife, unborn child. Disgusting. But I don't think he ain't got no social media presence, Mark Oliver, so I don't know how he's getting these death threats for a start. Don't know whether it's all bullshit. But that red card for Miles Lewis-Skelly, he's anti-Arsenal. I've heard he's a Newcastle fan, Pearson. I've heard he's a Newcastle fan, not a Liverpool fan. I've seen him there's a picture of him wearing a Newcastle shirt. I've seen it. But he should never be able to manage, referee, an Arsenal game ever again. There was instance, just off the top of my head, the sending off of Trossard against City last season. Obviously the red card against Miles Lewis-Skelly this year. The second, because it was a second yellow card for Trossard. The last season, Kovacic should have got a second yellow card. He smashes Odegaard and gets booked for a yellow card. Then he smashes into the back of Declan Rice and doesn't get a second yellow card, which would have sent him off because that turns into the red, didn't it? He didn't want to upset them. He didn't want to upset the game because it was a good game. He didn't want to spoil it. That was his excuse. He's anti. He sent off 8 Arsenal players in 55 games. He sent off no Man City players in about 53 games. And the next, I think he sent off some Liverpool players, but in the same amount, only 4 or 5. It's just ridiculous the amount of. He's given us something else to talk about again by sending off Miles Lewis-Skelly it was a cynical challenge. It was people anti-Arsenal. Everyone that's anti-Arsenal was saying he deserved a red card, but 95% of the fans out there, neutral fans as well, are saying it was never a foul. Every pundit I've seen, except for there was one, Nicol, wasn't it? Steve Nicol. He was the only one that said he deserved a red card. But 99.9% of all the other pundits and ex-players and everybody I've seen have said never a red. I've missed a couple of messages here. Best and worst ref in the league, says Killian. He's supposed to be the best, but he's the worst. Absolutely. Glad the ban was lifted, so that means really it wasn't really a sending off. Absolutely, mate. He's a Newcastle fan. Yeah, he's a Newcastle. That's what I said. I've seen him with a picture of a Newcastle shirt. Yeah, sorry, his family are Liverpool. Wow, his family. Yeah, he's a Newcastle fan, but it still doesn't justify why he hasn't done. He must have a little soft spot for Man City somehow. Or last season he went to referee. I keep saying manage. There was a few refs that went out to ref out in Saudi Arabia. A referee gets paid around £1,500 a game, right? So they went to manage a game. I think it was Saudi Arabia. It was out the Middle East somewhere, and he was one of the refs that went to referee out there for a game, and he got 20 grand to ref one game. And who's the president is something to do with the owners of Man City, the Sheikh Mansour, is something to do with that league. Something happened out there. Something happened. It's something to do with the league out there. The owner of Man City, and all the refs got 20 grand. So I mean, 4 refs or however many games it was managed out there, they only done one game each, got 20 grand apiece. I'm not saying I can't say it, but I mean, it puts a question in your head, doesn't it? I mean, it's probably all honest, but it does put a question in your head. Who is the best and who is the worst ref in the league? Is what I mean. Mark Oliver's by far the worst. And you know what? I couldn't tell you who's the best, because every other referee that Anthony Taylor, another wanker. I couldn't name anyone that's any good, really. I couldn't name a referee that's any good. No one sticks out in my mind. I can't remember all the referees' names. But I mean, I can't think of any good. I can't think of any good referee, Premier League referee. Nah, not at all. I forgot to press the like button. Said hi. Oh, is that what that waving thing is? Is that what the waving thing is? I thought he was waving. Like, he's done that twice, I think, Anthony. Yeah, for the like button, stick the thumbs up if you like the content, if you like the channel. Go and check out the rest of it. There's loads of content on there. There's like, I don't know, 900 odd videos on there. Streams like this, podcasts, videos, shorts. There's loads of shit on there. Go and have a look. Go and have a look and subscribe if you haven't already. Press that little subscribe button. My channel's growing. I've got 820 subscribers now. So I'm just going to need to get to my milestone, 1,000. Let's get to 1,000 before the end of the season. Brilliant. I'd love that. Man. I'll be over the moon if I can get, by the end of the season, get to the 1,000. Like what's they called it? Not benchmark. What is it? What do they call that? Target. It's one of the targets. Milestone. It's a milestone. Evening, Dobby 88. How you doing? Yeah. So don't forget, if you haven't, just press it, man. Don't cost you nothing. It builds my channel up. It gets other people's. It shares it around. It gets other people to see it. That's the aim of the game, bro. That's the aim of the game. Dobby, you an Arsenal fan? Thoughts on the bid for Watkins? I'm pleased about it. If it's true, I'd love it. I'd absolutely... Kevin Keegan, I'd love it. But I'm a bit worried now. Al Haidi have called their interest in Boniface and have turned towards John Duran. So if they get... Dobby, yeah. So if John Duran goes to Saudi, we're not going to get Watkins, bro. We're not getting him. But I would love to. Well, thank you, Killian. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so I'm looking into that. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to finding out what we're going to do there. I wouldn't be surprised if we absolutely don't get anything. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we absolutely don't sign anybody. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But we do need it. We need one. We need a 9. We need a proper striker. So Aston Villa have got into the Aston Villa have automatically qualified as well. Lille. So it's Liverpool, Arsenal, and Villa, the English teams. That have 3 out of 8 ain't bad, is it? Do you remember that, Dobby? Yeah, the Suarez. Oh, that's interesting, Rory. Emery wants Felix from Chelsea. Yeah, João Felix. That's interesting. Reminds me of the Suarez bid years back. Yeah, 40 million and a pound, wasn't it, or something? We tried to sign him for. Best signings in Arsenal history. Best signing. Bergkamp. It's got to be Bergkamp. I mean, depends. Yeah. People say Henry. Some people say Bergkamp. It depends. I mean, Vieira, another one. What's a player he turned out to be that nobody had heard of? For me, it's Bergkamp, bro. Best signing. Best player I've ever been at the club, for me. Just by that much to Henry. Worst signing in Arsenal's history. There's been a load of them as well. Kim Kallstrom, signing with a broken back. That was worst signing. That was probably the worst ever. But there's been some in there. Stepanov, Glenn Elder, Francis, the Fox in the Box. I forgot his first name. Saying Francis, wasn't it? Francis Jeffers. Sorry, Francis Jeffers. Yeah, there's been loads of duds, man. My stepson Harry is an Arteta. Oh, is he an Arteta in? Is he? I'm still waiting for Higuain. Do you remember that? There was a load of them players over the years. Higuain, yeah. We've been linked to loads. Worst signing was Willian. What in Arteta's reign? Yeah, one of. Yeah, Willian, yeah, Pablo Mari, Tavares, Lokonga. That's Arteta's reign. He's saying, I think he means in history, Rory. If you think back to our worst signings in history, yeah, there've been some shit ones as well, mate. There've been some terrible signings. Oleg Luzny, there's another one that just comes to my head. Gilles Gramondi. Even though that I think he wound up being a scat, but I didn't think he was a good player, man. I didn't rate him one bit. There's been some shit ones, man. Terrible. Marion Shamak. Who the fuck was he? Marion Shamak. Javinho. Remember Javinho? Looks a little bit like Carnu, but he had the headband. African player. Javinho. Do you remember him? Sterling. Remy Gard. Yeah, I remember Remy Gard. I think he come with Grimondi, didn't he? Come from the same... Was it the same club? Or they come at the same year? I don't know if it's the same club, actually. Yeah, there was some shit. Philip Sinderos. All 4 read that bloke, yeah. Do you remember Drogba? It was either Drogba or Diego Costa that absolutely fucking ruined him. One of the Chelsea strikers absolutely fucking had him on toast, man. Andre Santos, yeah, he was the left back, wasn't he? Yeah, Remy Gard, yeah, did you remember him? Squillaci, oh fuck. Yeah, Squillaci, man. What the hell was he thinking about, mate? Arsene Wenger. Squillaci. Who was it? Ray Parlour or was it Paul Merson? One of them boys. They talk about him, and it was because Ray Parlour wound him up. Ray Parlour said, "Yeah, Mustafi, 35 million. Yeah, Richard Wright was the goalie. Yeah." Ray Parlour said to Arsenal, "Look, coach, like Gaffer, he's fucking good, isn't he? This, I think he was talking about one of them defenders. It might have been Squillaci or one of them really crap fucking defenders. So, he's blinding." And I think he done a slide tackle and actually slide tackled Arsene Wenger. Merson was winding him up, and then he was at training the next week or something, or he come back to the club. But he signed him up with a contract. It's on the Sky Sport thing. If you look at it, might be on YouTube. It's funny. It's a story. I think it's Stepanos. Was that Stepanos? Is that who he was saying? Yeah. Is that who he was talking about? I can remember it. But that's on YouTube, man. Go and search that. Rakin was one of... You remember him? I can't remember him. Rakin. Who's he? If that Zubimendi deal goes through, going to be a decent... Yeah, absolutely. Dobby. Brilliant. He's going to be Partey's replacement. Partey's probably... He's got 6 months left. Well, 5 months now, isn't it? Because... we're near the end of January. His deal runs out in the summer. And Jorginho's. I think we're going to lose both them players. Yeah, you've opened the gold mine of memories. You have, Killian. You have, man. You just remember and thinking back to all these shit that we had, that we've been through. Yeah. We've had some decent players as well, though, to be fair. But yeah, man. Just need Isaac, sorry. Reminds me of Emery so much, yeah. He's a fucking good player, isn't he, Isaac? He's come on this season, mate. He's been brilliant. He has been good. He has. I don't think we can afford... Well, we probably could if we wait till the summer, but we need to get a player now, don't we? We need to make a statement. Nasri, no, he went to City, didn't he? We had a lot of players go to City, didn't we? A lot of players left us and went to City. Adebayor, Clichy, Nasri. Who else was it? There was... hang on. We need 2 players, mate. Yeah, we need... What do you think we need? We need a striker, 9. What do you think we need then? Sanya? Yeah, Sanya as well, yeah. He was a decent right-back, Sanya, man. He was decent, wasn't he? What other positions do you think? Because... Did Toure go there as well? Did he? David Seaman went there as well, didn't he? He played about 10 games for him, I think. A winger and a striker, yeah. I think we're overloaded. I know, I can say Trossard, Martinelli, Sterling, Nwaneri's there now. If we get a winger, would it get in his way? Would it get in his development? Nwaneri. We are missing Saka. But look how well he played tonight. I think he's on it, mate. I think Nwaneri's on it. I really do. I've got a lot of faith in him, man. And I think he's quite composed. He's quite mature for his age. He's calm. You know, he doesn't get excited. Hello, Rosie in the chat. I'm well. Hope you're well too. Yeah, but look at the goal he scored tonight. He scored the goal against Brighton as well before he went off injured, didn't he? Was it Brighton? I think it was. Miles Lewis-Skelly. What a player he is as well. Overturned that 3-match ban. Thank fuck. I want to see him. I want to see him playing against Man City. I really do. 2 strikers and a winger. Rory thinks we need 2 strikers and a winger. Haaland is delivering yet again. Yeah, let's hope so. But I don't want to see the project. I don't want them to start saying, oh, youth projects again. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see us buying a kid either. Who's this Naipan from Rosenborg? It's another kid we're interested in. You know, I don't know. He's got to make his mind up before the end of the window. But why are we buying another kid? We can produce our own kids. We need finished articles, mate. Finished articles. I don't want no more processes. I don't want no more projects. I want to buy finished articles. He might be a good player, this. All right, buy him if you can get him cheap. Buy him and put him in the fucking reserves then. Or the under-21s, 23s, whatever it is. Who's Arsenal's least favourite player of all time? What, for me? My least favourite player. Big up, Miss Melina. How you doing? How you doing in the chat? My least favourite player of all time. It's got to be Adebayor, traitor. It's got to be Adebayor. Needs statement signings. Absolutely, Dobby, man. My choice would be Gyökeres and then Isaac. Wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't that be good if we could have both of them? Gyökeres and Isaac. But, I mean, he plays with one striker. He don't play a 4-4-2, does he? So, how would you do that? One of them had to go out to the wing, I suppose. Hey, we years, you good? I don't know who we years is. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Least favourite player was Denilson. Yeah, he was shit. But I mean, the reason why I'm saying Adebayor is because of the, you know, when he scored and he ran the length for the pitch, the prick when he scored for City. And then he went to Spurs as well. Good night, Killian. Good night, mate. Thanks for being in the chat. Don't forget 7:30 tomorrow night. Podcast. Final score. Check it out, bro. Gyökeres and Gabriel doing the Mars celebration together. Yeah, yeah. Anthony's buying everyone a car. That subs. Anthony's going to buy anyone that subs to the channel. Anthony's going to buy you a car. Thanks for that, Rosie. Impact sub, striker, and starting one. Yeah. So you can't go for Gyökeres and then Isaac then. So you need a striker to come off the bench. So, but like, yeah, you need like a super sub, like a Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was. What a player he turned out to be, didn't he? Coming off the bench, scoring loads of goals, scored Champions League final for Man United. Brilliant. Matchbox one, yeah, Rosie? Yeah, you said you could take your pick at the Audi garage. Oh, wicked. Listen, don't forget, I've got some likes on the video. Wicked. Got some likes, 13 likes. Thank you, everybody. Eduardo, oh, remember we broke the leg? Yeah, I remember Eduardo. I remember the picture looked like he snaps his leg in half, didn't it? Dobby. Laugh out loud, I like Addy. Rory saying, Eduardo was class. Never forget when he broke his leg. Oh, was you at that game? Oh, God. Was it when his leg, what one was that? Was that the one where his ankle snaps, it looked like his ankle snaps away from his leg? Or was it when it looked like he snaps his leg? I see the picture, I'm remembering the pictures now. Looked like I think he dislocated it and broke it at the same time, didn't he? Reckon we'll sign, and I'm getting a little bit nervous about it, Dobby. I'm getting a bit nervous about it. It's getting on, isn't it? Transfer deadline day. Eduardo was brilliant. His bone was hanging out of his sock. Oh, yeah, I remember the picture. It was sickening, wasn't it? Oh, when Gallas was crying like a baby. Yeah, sitting in the pits, yeah. Hanging out of his sock, yeah. Oh, me too, mate. Gallas was crying. Yeah, I remember that, man. Another fucking Chelsea reject that we signed. Wasn't it? He had fucking the number 10 on his shirt as well, didn't he? Do you remember? Had Bergkamp's number. Then he wants to start crying like a fucking big Mary Ann. Yeah, that pissed me off as well. Yeah, it did. Fucking big girls blaz. Isn't he? Cry. Fucking dickhead. Right, listen. I'm going to call it a night, guys. We conceded a penalty at the end. Clichy. Oh. Yeah. Something's up with Odegaard at the moment. It doesn't seem himself. No, he done one little turn, didn't he? One little Cruyff turn, or the little shimmy where he rolled the ball back and then done the turn that spun round. One little fucking movement. I mean, that was it. Anything else? He didn't do anything else. He goes missing a lot, doesn't he? He goes missing. Yeah. But anyway, listen, guys, I'm going to call it a night. It's 11:30 nearly. Yeah, 5:20 past. Blimey. Yeah. He done a little turn, didn't he? Not a Cruyff turn. Like he rolled the ball back and spun round in the middle of the pitch. Don't you remember it? They even done a replay of it. Wasn't quite a Cruyff turn, but it was a good little move. But that's all he done. Yeah, I'm going to call it a night. Hope to see you tomorrow night on the... yeah, I'm going as well, man. Good night, Dobby. See you later, everyone. Remember 7:30 tomorrow night before you go. Put it in your diaries. I know I said Cruyff turn. I didn't mean it. I said like a Cruyff turn. So you said we ears? Is that what you call me? We ears? Well, have I got little ears? So I'll just do that. Sweet, Rory. Right. Hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. 7:30. Good night, guys.